Afternoon countdown as ever. Afternoon, Carol.
Hello.
I know you and the team, well, some of the girls were going to go along and see Mamma Mia.
The movie.
The movie, yeah. I didn't think you were into musicals. You didn't, you know.
I love musicals, actually.
What would be your favourite?
Funnily enough, I'm not into ABBA, but I do like musicals.
What?
My favourite musical? Phantom. Fantastic. What's the other one? One of my favourite. Les Mis.
My Fair Lady.
Seen all of them. I love Claire Sweeney's been in a thing called Shout, which is all very 60s, and that's been going around the country. That's really, really good fun.
Well, you know that George Bernard Shaw did the original of My Fair Lady, which was Pygmalion as a play. And we were talking about this, and we found out that he and Churchill, you know, they didn't like each other.
Winston Churchill.
They didn't like each other. And I've got a note here. It was sent by Shaw to Churchill, inviting him to the opening night of Pygmalion. It says, "Reserving 2 tickets for my premiere. Come and bring a friend, if you have one." And Churchill wrote back, "Impossibly possible to be at the first performance. Will attend the second, if there is one." Isn't that lovely? He had a marvellous sense of humour, Churchill. He used to say, he really, I remember Lady Astor, I've read a lot about those. There was another, there was a hate relationship going on. She said to him one day, "You, Winston, are drunk." He said, "I may be drunk." He said, "But you're ugly, and I'll be sober in the morning." So he certainly knew what he was talking about. Right, now let's get back to the game here. Debbie's sitting there about to play this. Do you know that no one in this series has won 6 times? You've won 5, so you have a chance of setting your own personal record for the 59th series of Countdown. Debbie Flack is, you're from Chelmsford, and we've learned a lot about you, and I hope to learn a lot more about you. But you've got to beat this lady. This is Kay Lansbury. Kay is a retired retail director from Carnoustie in Angus, another Scot. So she met her husband Graham at school.
Oh, how lovely.
They've been married for nearly 50 years.
No way.
Isn't that lovely? 50.
Well, can I just say, you don't look old enough to have been married for nearly 50.
Thank you.
Must have been married when you were 9 or something.
I was in
like
kindergarten, yes.
Yes.
Kay does voluntary work with a local crime prevention team. Maybe talk about that later. And loves holiday and cruise ships. And she was once a scriptwriter for Romeo and Red Star Comics. What would that be? Late 50s, early 60s?
Late 50s, yes.
Romeo, that was, I don't know this, my father told me about this. Wasn't that the first kind of teenage magazine?
It was, yes. It was to follow on from the comics, the Dandy and the Beano. There was nothing in that at that time for teenagers. Yeah. So it just took off, it just flew.
Well, look what you've started. Anyway, yes, let's see what you can do today. Wish them both luck. That's Kay Lansbury and Debbie Flack playing Countdown.